Hi everyone, today I'm making a slimline floating panel card featuring the One Go Friendship florals from Altenew. I am starting by stamping these really pretty floral clusters using enchanted gold ink. Then I will heat emboss them with clear embossing powder. I love doing this because it gives that soft metallic shine, but it's not too overpowering. It still keeps everything looking nice and delicate. All right, now for the fun part, the coloring. I am using the coordinating 6 layer stencil set and I will go layer by layer. I have the colors up on the screen so you can follow along if you want to. For the flowers, I'm starting with orange sorbet as my base, then building up with rouge and passion poppy. You will see pretty quickly how the dimension starts to show up just from layering it. It is so satisfying, don't you think? Then for those brighter centers, I am adding citrus burst and fresh lemon to bring everything to life and give those flowers a little bit of that sunny glow. For the leaves, I'm going in with bamboo first, then parrot, and I will finish it off with moss to deepen everything up. I really like this color combo as it feels very natural but is still nice and vibrant. And honestly, this is why I love Altenew layering stencils. They make it so easy to get that shaded detail look without a lot of effort. Before die cutting the clusters, I am going to add a soft halo around the florals using Dewdrop's fresh dye ink. I am just blending it out really lightly. This gives a nice glow that helps the flowers stand out and adds to that floating effect. Now for the base of my floating panel, I am using Dewdrop's Crafty Necessities cardstock. For this, I am using the largest and third largest dies from the nested rectangle dies. I am lining things up so I leave about 1 inch space on one end that is going to create the hinge for my panel. Off camera, out of white cardstock, I cut an extra set of the floral clusters and a second rectangle that will be the inner flap that is going to sit behind the floating panel. This is where the hidden message goes, which is a fun little detail. Then when the card opens, there's an extra surprise inside. You can also use the leftover cardstock from your frame for this. I am attaching the frame to the back panel using double-sided tape, just making sure everything still opens nicely and is aligned. To attach the inner flap, I am actually using one of the smaller floral clusters as a hinge, which is another fun little detail. Next, I am arranging white die cuts of the floral clusters, placing them carefully so nothing hangs over the edges, just to keep it nice and flat for mailing. Then I will glue those to the back of the frame. After that, I line up and adhere the color die cuts to the front, matching them with the white ones behind. For the sentiment, I'm keeping it simple. You can stamp or emboss whatever greeting you like in over the inside flap. However, just make sure that your sentiments are hidden behind the floating elements when the card is closed. I also stenciled the same cluster near the bottom of the flap and added a bit of a larger cluster to the back panel just to tie everything together. At this point, I realized my frame was a little flimsy, so I just reinforced it by adding a couple more frames behind it. That made a big difference for this floating panel. And that's it. I love how this one turned out. It's got bold florals, soft blending, and that little interactive element with the hidden message. I think it's just pure fun. I hope this one gives you some ideas to try out layering stencils or slimline designs. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for stopping by. Until next time, happy crafting!